Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats, and they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Arizona Wildcats offense takes the field. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When their secret lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Arizona in a hurry. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have...
Just keeps moving. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some...
He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Handoff to the single back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's good. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd down coming up after that completion. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the grab. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Arizona right back to the line. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. He wants to pass it on second down. And he makes the catch. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 3 wideouts to the right on second and 8. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's good. Quick strike complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Forced out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Cincinnati. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On the move, he fires. Intercepted.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, what a move. Open, continues to fight for yards. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back has it.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have a threat.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver shows motion. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6. Second down coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Offense gets set for second down. Pressure coming. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. But the ball pops out on the return. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They try to pop a run on the draw. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's good. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Plows through the defense. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
They need this 2-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us.